All right, so Facebook, the Facebook.
The Facebook.
How many people run it? Like 1 billion or something like that?
I don't know. We just started recently.
Hey, do we have the video, please? The B-roll of Facebook stuff. There it is.
Yeah.
I think this is like circa 2009. There have been a lot of changes since, and actually some really big changes are about to happen. Joining us with more on these changes, our social media expert, Chris Dessi. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
So what's going on with Facebook today?
So they're making changes to the Newsfeed, and this is actually really big news because the Newsfeed is essentially the main artery of Facebook. It provides the lifeblood for all of the content that people are ingesting and disseminating throughout Facebook, and it's really important. But there are 3 pillars to Facebook's content that this has come from Zuckerberg's mouth. It's the profiles, it's search, and it's the newsfeed. Now, so far this year, because Mark Zuckerberg is paying attention finally to his fiduciary responsibility to his shareholders, they've made changes to search, big changes to search to potentially further monetize what's happening within Facebook. Now he's making changes to the newsfeed. They're kind of hedging, saying it's not about money. I say, I think it has a lot to do with money, and I think
the bosses were telling us
direction.
this yesterday because we were kind of out of it. The bosses told us, like, okay, if you sign up for somebody's timeline, right, you expect that you get everything that's posted on their timeline.
Not at all correct.
But that's not true anymore.
Not true at all.
Okay, and apparently, unless you pay the dineros, you're not going to get it.
You got to pay up, like everything else in life. So here's the deal. Facebook's secret sauce is an algorithm called EdgeRank. And I deal with this at Silverback Social for brands that we work with all the time. Because if you have 135,000 people that like your Facebook page, when you post something on Facebook, that does not necessarily mean that those 135,000 people see it immediately. That used to be the way it is, but Facebook saw that they can kind of control this content that's happening. So now they stimulate brands. They say, listen, if you want all 135 to see it, just pay a touch, promote the Facebook post.
How much?
It varies. I mean, you could promote it, you could be $5, $10, $25.
Those are businesses. Those are businesses.
And now individuals can do it as well.
They can do it, but it's unlikely. Like, guy who works here, Jason, I mean, he insists on posting.
Jason,
I'm eating he's over there. But I'm going to have spaghetti tonight.
This content's great, though.
He puts spaghetti on there. And something is dog. Something is
well, though.
Something is dogged. And we're all heads down into this stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking down. I swear, we're going to lose our ability to see over there because of all the heads down stuff.
It's getting there, and it's getting there. If you watch TED Talks, they talk about how the technology is going to become more interactive. Google has the new glasses now where people can take photographs as they're interacting within their real lives, so they're picking their heads up from their devices and experiencing it. We're in a moment in time right now where this technology is ubiquitous, it's free, it's everywhere, and people are engaging with it. There's going to be a next iteration, I believe, where it's going to start to come and interact with us within our real lives.
Well,
are you ready for it?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for what's happening right now.
Greg doesn't like to
curl
tweet.
up on the couch.
He doesn't like to tweet on Facebook. He gets mad at me because I do tweet during the show.
Right.
And
Which is
Facebook.
She tweets like a 13-year-old, like she's Justin Bieber's fan club president.
I know. I just got in trouble for that. So
everyone's talking about everything. No one's thinking anymore.
There is an angle to that where people need to take a moment and pause and breathe and think and curate their own content. When social media is done properly and when it's executed beautifully for brands, it's when they think a little bit more and they make sure the content is going to be appropriate.
Guess what it really is? Also a forum for cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is out of control, and it doesn't matter who you are.
It does happen. Absolutely, it does happen. We address it with some of our clients where it's happening all over the place, but what happens is it amplifies all of our normal human interactions.
People say stuff. Well, I don't know if it amplifies normal human interactions. If you have a bad experience at a restaurant, you might give somebody a dirty look or complain to the manager. Now you rip into these tirades. You know what I mean?
But that amplifies the normal human interaction, right?
Amplifies as in kicks up the volume to a certain level.
Remember that the contestant at the Miss America, Miss Universe pageant? She went on her Facebook page and said that she thought that the contest was rigged, and then now you see where that went, right?
She got sued for $5
million.
Moving toward a world of much more transparency, and frankly, listen, I'm 38 years old. I'm an old guy when it comes to this stuff. There's a new generation that's very liberal with the information that they share. I go to universities all the time and speak to athletes and talk to them about curating their content. But the power of it...
What do you mean by curating your
Here's
content?
the power. So I'll tell you. So here's the power.
Tip of the day from Chris
Here's the
Dessi.
power.
Okay.
Here's the power of it. Instead of being a victim to the social media that's happening around you, you now have the ability to create your own content and create your own digital personal brand identity. So when I speak to athletes and I speak to students, I say, listen, don't worry, it's going to happen to you. Somebody's going to tweet a photograph of you doing something that's deemed potentially inappropriate, but why not grab that opportunity? Why not blog about the good things that you're doing? Tweet about the positive things that are
you're not
happening.
going to talk about yourself. Everyone's out there, they're talking about themselves all the time.
It does happen. But listen,
Brand.
if you're not talking about yourself, somebody else could potentially talk negatively about you, and then that's everybody's perception of you. How do you feel about that?
Be in control.
Not so good.
You know
Why
what?
not grab
People
control
are going
of
to
it?
think what they're going to think. How about that? No?
Grab control of
Get
it.
in
I'm with
there.
you, Chris.
Grab control of
I'm
it.
with
See,
you,
I know I
Chris
can count on Rosanna.
Dessi.
Thank you.
No,
All right,
no, I
listen.
think it's debatable, and it's a healthy discussion. Right?
Yes,
You
absolutely.
agree with that?
Can we tweet a picture of us?
Yes,
All
let's
right.
do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
Here, I'll get it.
All right. Thanks so much, Chris.